I grew up in Delaware. I'm a local guy. I grew up in the Philadelphia area. I'd always knew what Haverford College was very aware of some of the best teams they had in the mid 2000s. Once I started learning more and more about Haverford, in particular the honor code, I thought it really matched up well with my personality and some of my core values. I really try to manage on mutual respect. I think our guys are very much self-starters. They're treated like adults when they get here, and just a lot of the things that I have in terms of my coaching philosophy matched up really well with Haverford's community. I think the most impressive things with our guys is that they kind of burn it at both ends. And what I mean by that is they do a really great job academically. I think it was 22 out of 28 made the Centennial Conference honor roll last year, which was the most in the Centennial Conference. But then they're very much committed to being a nationally competitive lacrosse program. And I think you see that in the way that they work, in the way that they're dedicated to the game, in their love for the game, and the passion that they have in practice and just working on it outside of our normal practice window. So they handle it really well, and I think it is the most impressive thing about our guys. Well, I think you got to take a look at the landscape of lacrosse in general, and you look at programs like Yale, who's made the national championship twice, and some of the NESCAC schools competing in national championships. And when you look at the landscape, I think Haverford looks a lot like those schools academically. It gives me a lot of hope in that for us, it's about recruiting the right young men that want to compete at the national level. I think in my first year, having 2 top 10 wins nationally was a great step. And competing in the Centennial Conference, one of the best in Division III, I think very much positions ourselves and our program to be nationally competitive for many years to come. The best way to get in touch with me is just directly. Shoot me an email, a little introduction, and give me a little bit more about you, and especially what type of student you are. Obviously, academics drives the bus here, and vetting guys academically is one of the tougher parts of my job, but definitely something that we do early in the recruiting process as we continue to evaluate guys. I think I would definitely be working in higher ed in some capacity. I had an opportunity to work at other colleges and universities in other offices, and I think being around the students and being around a community that really is student-driven is really something that is a passion of mine. So definitely higher education would be still in the mix if I wasn't sitting in a head coach's seat right now. I definitely enjoy music a lot. It's usually on in my office all the time and pretty much anywhere I go. I'm a big fan of trying to play music at practice and just really having it on and have it be a daily part of my life.